Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm J.R. Bradley.
This your boy Jermaine.
And this is another episode of Bleacher Talk. And today is it's kind of a tragic day, but at the same time, it's not. You know, it's a great start to a good weekend, you know, but also kind of a bad start. You know. Let's go ahead and get this show on the road. How you want to start? You want to talk about the Wilder and Fury fight first, or you want to talk about this Kobe tribute?
But first and foremost, I want to get into the Kobe first. I know I said Wilder initially, let's get into the Kobe. Happy 224 day. You know, rest in peace, Kobe. We had the tribute today. A lot of people came out and spoke about him.
Yeah.
You got to see Shaq. You know, of course, Vanessa, his wife, made a wonderful speech.
Yeah, that is true. And you know what else? I think it might be another meme. Another meme. You know, Michael Jordan. Hey, this is my first time I was saying Michael Jordan actually cried on live television.
No holding back.
Never seen MJ. That's the GOAT.
Yeah.
You got the GOAT crying. You know you made a huge impact.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Kobe was like his little brother, you know, he was a huge influence on Kobe. I can imagine what their relationship was like. But it was a beautiful service.
Yeah, it really was. So what was your favorite Kobe moment?
Kobe had a lot of moments, man. To be honest, Kobe had a lot of moments, won a lot of championships, but I really liked how he went out. You know, I like that last game against the Jazz. He put up 60 points. He took a lot of shots, but at his age, you know, going out with a bang like that, 34 years old, your final game to put up 60 buckets at home in front of the crowd is amazing. There's no other way to go out for Kobe. You know, it's that Mamba mentality. He gonna get it done any way possible. You know, so I really that's one of my favorite moments out there.
I would have to say mine is the 08, the redemption team.
Yeah.
The Olympics 08 when they had Kobe Bryant, had Chris Paul, Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Chris Bosh, Dwight Howard.
Nah,
he wasn't in there.
That was before KD.
But it was just that much talent. That right there was a true milestone of the USA team.
Yeah.
I mean, because every game it was just oops after oops. It was just putbacks after putbacks. So much fast break points. It was just amazing. That 08 team it was scary.
Think we'll ever get another Olympic team like that?
No, I think it's going to a different whole direction now. It's more shooters on this team now.
Yeah.
It's more shooters on this Olympic team than it was in the previous Olympics team.
Oh yeah, a lot of different times in basketball.
Man, but let's go to what happened Saturday.
Tragedy.
Deontay Wilder versus Tyson
Funeral.
Oh my God. Now, how can you go ahead? Now, what was your input on that one?
Heavily disappointed. Heavily disappointed. Of course, like many others, we going for Wilder. We thinking he gonna go up there and handle this business. You couldn't knock down Fury the first time. I'm thinking he gonna bounce back like he did against Lewis. Was it Ortiz? Yeah. No, he couldn't knock him out the first time. He came back the second time, got it done.
But that's two different fighters though. He's technique. He's a real fundamental boxer. I mean, he's great with his feet. He's great with his hands. He's a very tricky boxer.
Yeah. And he got way more boxing talent than Wilder.
And this time I actually thought Deontay Wilder was gonna be prepared for it.
Yeah. But how did you think he's gonna be prepared differently? In what way?
Just be quick. Quick on his awareness, quick with the head movement. He was just like his body was a little stiff,
right,
or something. It's like something went right with Wilder.
But I noticed he didn't use the jab often, man. He wasn't using the jab.
I mean, but could he? Because after that blow to the ear in the third, even the third round, after the blow to the ear, when you seen just blood just coming out of the ear, it was messing with Wilder. Like his balance was off. It's like he wasn't himself.
Yeah, he didn't have his legs. He couldn't get himself together, but still got to use that jab. Even from the get-go, he seemed like he was more in retreat mode than usual. Like he was moving back, and Fury was coming towards him. If he at least throw that jab, try to keep Fury from coming on him, you know, he might have a little more time to make some moves, to attack. Yeah. Instead of being in defense the whole time, which is something we're not used to seeing with Wilder.
Yeah, that was my first time ever seeing Wilder actually performing that way on a big match, on a big fight, on a big night like that.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I mean, I've never seen Wilder actually perform the way he did. For him to get knocked down multiple times in one fight, in his whole career, actually.
Yeah.
He's never been knocked down, I believe.
It was the first.
That was the first one. It's like after that first knockdown, it shook him. He tried to get back up. He tried to come back and defend himself, but he really couldn't. After that, like I said, after that blow to the ear, it was like something was off about him throughout the rest of the fight. And I'm kind of glad that his corner, they threw in the towel when they could, because it could have been even more worse.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Especially if they want that rematch, it's better to stop it now while you know, before it gets too late.
Why you still have a level head?
Why you still got an L on your head, my brother?
Why you still healthy? Because I'm glad they stopped the fight. I'm glad they ended it when they could, because it could have been way worse than it was.
Right. But I'm looking forward to that rematch. I hope to take that rematch.
Oh yeah, the rematch clause will be in effect coming soon. We'll see another Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder 3.
Yeah.
And as Hope did this time, it comes out with Wilder being victorious.
Wilder got to get them boxing skills, man. One last thing I want to say on that. Before the fight, I heard him say, specifically, he said, I have the power to make up anything else I lack. And when I heard that made me just realize that he's relying on that power way too much. Yeah. So if that one thing don't work, then what you gonna do? And you know, you just seen what happened this past week.
You saw what happened. Yeah. It's like when he couldn't rely on his right, like what else did he have after that?
Yeah, nothing else.
So now it's like he has to go back to the drawing boards. It's like he has to find new coaches or something. Yeah. He has to find a new training technique.
Somebody who's gonna teach him. He can't be out there telling them, I'm Bomb Squad, man. We rocking with Bomb Squad 110% all the way. But hey, can't throw bombs all day, man. Sometimes you need to hit them with the lasers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And let's go on to the next topic. This upcoming Thursday, we have the NFL Draft Combine.
Oh yeah, let's get it.
Now this is where we get to see who's going to be a first round bust, who can practically become a first rounder.
Right, sneak on there.
Or who can actually go down in the draft stock.
Right.
So who do you see? Who would you like to see forming this combine?
There's a lot of players. You know, there's a lot of receivers in this draft. I'm really curious on Justin Jefferson. Okay. But I think this combine, I think it's very important for Joe Burrow. Even though, because everybody says he's the first round pick, you know, we seen what he did. But LSU offense and Cincinnati offense is totally different. It's like when he come out there with these new receivers in the combine, what if we don't have that same chemistry like he did at the school? You know what I'm saying? What if he don't look as good? What if the combine not as pretty as the game tape was? You know, will that really affect him? I mean, will it really affect him in the combine when after you've seen what this man can do in the whole season? I mean, he's proven he's beating records. True.
He has won a national championship. What more do you need to see from him?
But before that season, it's like we seen him here, and then we seen him go here. Now at the combine, we don't want to see you back here. We need to see you up there.
I mean, but sometimes for big guys that has a name for themselves in the collegiate level, they don't really have to. Do you think they gotta give them they all in the combine when you've seen them all season, when they put up great numbers?
Yeah, it's true. I feel like some of them have more to prove than others, most definitely. Burrow is not one of the players who's looking to prove anything, to be honest, with this combine. But I'm just saying, I don't want to see him go out there and mess up or hurt himself. You know what I'm saying? Because we know what he can do. We just don't go out there. I just don't want him to look bad. But Tool coming off hip surgery. They say it was a successful surgery. Yes. So I'm real curious to see how he's going to do, you know.
I'm really curious on what Tua's if he's going to participate in the combine. I would like to see him what he's going to do in the 3-cone shuttle, in the 40-yard dash, what he's going to do in the passing drills.
Right.
You know, I'm wanting to see how well has he recovered from this hip injury, and it's just hope for the best for him.
Yeah. If we can get to see Tua during the combine, that'll be a blessing. But just by him coming off of surgery, I would imagine that they might try to wait till pro day.
You think?
Probably so. That's what more players do. But
yeah, a lot of superstars that's in the collegiate level right now, they do wait for their pro day.
They try to play a little safe.
Yeah, some guys don't actually feel that much comfortable actually going into the combine, actually participating in the combine. So I can understand that. But I'm more eager to see what Chase Young is going to do, the guy from Ohio State, the defensive end.
Right.
I want to see how he's going to perform in the 40-yard dash, in the bench press, in the 3-cone shuttle. And is he going to play? Do you think he can play like linebacker in the NFL or something?
I definitely think he can. I think he can feel that outside linebacker, kind of like a Terrell Suggs, Elvis Dumerville, Von Miller. It's like just the edge rusher primarily.
And the next sleeper guy I actually want to see is Isaiah Simmons from Clemson.
Oh yeah.
When is he going to participate in this combine?
Yeah.
Is he going to play? Is he going to do linebacker drills, or is he going to do DB drills, or is he even going to do defensive lineman drills? We don't know. This guy, he's an all-around defensive stud. I mean, we don't know. Now I'm curious to see what his 40 time is going to be. I'm curious to see what his bench press is going to be.
Yeah.
And once again, the combine is coming up. You never know. It's always going to be sleeping giants.
And he's a freak athlete
in this combine, and let's just hope for the best.
Yeah.
Combine starts this Thursday, February 27th. And you have anything else to say?
Nah, man, that'll be all, man. This was Bleacher Talk here with your boy Jermaine
And JR. We'll see y'all again.
Check it.